Hey, how's it going, guys? Nate here, and oh my god, this is my first Call of Duty video in so long. It occurred to me when I was getting this gameplay that this has been the first time I've played Black Ops 3 in at least 3 months for more than an hour straight. And that's not to say, like, I don't like Black Ops 3 per se, it's just that I don't like playing it so consistently. It was nice to get a bit of a break from the game, which isn't to say I hate Black Ops 3, I just don't like it as much as I used to, you know? I mean, when the game first came out, I had a lot of fun with it, I enjoyed it, put in maybe up to like maybe 4 hours every week in the game, had a lot of fun. But then they started getting back in that groove of supply drops and all that nonsense, and as that happened, I kind of drifted away from it, and so did the channel too, as a result of my, I guess you can say, my sobriety from Call of Duty. But now I am back on the game, and I've had a lot of fun lately. I've had quite a bit of fun, because Infinity Ward has just confirmed that the new Call of Duty game will be titled Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which, oh god, that was so disappointing. However, there is good news with this. So, about a couple days ago, a couple leaks started surfacing up that the next Call of Duty title would be called Infinite Warfare. There's a listing on the PlayStation Store that listed Infinite Warfare as a thing. People started speculating, then there were leaked images, and Infinity Ward just ended up caving and said, alright, yeah, we're doing this game now. Which is very similar to what happened with Advanced Warfare. That game got leaked, except then we got the full trailer that came out, and then Activision kind of had to catapult. This time they just said, yeah, cat's out of the bag, we're done with it. Well, anyway, with this leak coming out, it's pretty much, it seems rather obvious that Infinity Ward's next game is going to be taking place in the future. Just judging by the box art that they released, it seems that this is going to continue that futuristic trend, which I've been a very big critic of in my time. I'm really getting sick of this nonsense, and I was hoping for a break from it, and I actually made a pact with myself. I said, if the next Call of Duty game is another futuristic, sort of nonsensical exosuits jumping all over the place, I decided I wouldn't buy that game. I was sick of it. I just wouldn't even invest any time into it. I was done. But, however, there is a redeeming factor about Infinite Warfare that is definitely going to get it my purchase, and that's that Infinite Warfare will also be coming with a remastered version of Call of Duty 4, which, oh my god, I'm so glad I can say that and it not be speculatory. Activision confirmed this. I'm not joking, I'm not speculating, I'm not theorizing. Activision finally confirmed this. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare will have accompanying with it a remastered Call of Duty 4. Now, save for the COD 4 remaster, there's not a whole lot to talk about Infinite Warfare because we still don't have a lot of information. Other than that, it appears it's probably going to be futuristic based. Now, there was also, however, a teaser trailer for it, but I'll warn you, it didn't give us a lot of information. It was really just this Lex Luthor-looking guy giving a fascist speech, really. Didn't give us a lot about the plotline, but I'll link that in the description down below. There's still a lot that we don't know about Infinite Warfare, and I really just don't want to speculate it until I feel like I've formulated valid opinions about it. However, Call of Duty 4, I've been thinking about a remaster for this for a very long time, and oh, I'm just so excited this is coming out. Because in my opinion, a COD 4 remaster accompanying Infinite Warfare, well, it's not a Modern Warfare collection or anything, they're only remastering a single Call of Duty game, I feel like this is going to be quite significant. Because depending on how many people are actually playing the Call of Duty 4 servers, it's going to send a very big message to Activision. If the Call of Duty 4 servers are populated, if a lot of people are playing, and if the servers are actually competitive with those of Infinite Warfare, it's going to send a message to Activision. It's going to say, hey, look, people are responding very well to these remasters. Let's continue and do more of them, right? So maybe if these servers do well, if they're high in population, maybe the next Call of Duty title, whether that be Advanced Warfare 2 or whatever Sledgehammer decides to do, maybe that will have accompanied with it a Modern Warfare 2 remaster or a different Call of Duty remaster if this one does well. Also, it kind of lets Activision know whether or not we're being serious when we say we're sick of exosuits, we're sick of the futuristic environment. Because if people do respond well to Call of Duty 4, which obviously isn't really set in the future, it's more or less like kind of set in the 2000s, I guess you can say. There's certainly no exosuits, although it's not entirely in the past, or what we tend to define as the past, like World War II, Vietnam warfare. It still sends a message to Activision in that regard, saying, hey, look, this game doesn't have to be futuristic to be successful. We could return to the pre-modern era for a second and see how well that does. People don't need exosuits to be happy. So overall, I think there's a lot hinging on this Call of Duty 4 remaster, and I think it was a very intelligent decision by Activision to do this. Because while I personally would have vastly preferred a Modern Warfare collection, you know, maybe Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 all got remastered and came out in a single disc, I think that would be amazing. I still recognize that's probably not the safest bet. This way, Activision gets to see, hey, is the community going to respond well to this? If the community does, then they could remaster more Call of Duty titles. They can see how that works. If they don't, then they know, all right, let's call this off. And of course, if they do respond very well, if the servers are competitive with that of Infinite Warfare, they might say, all right, you know what, maybe the next new Call of Duty game we release, maybe we can tone it down a little bit on the futuristic nonsense. And I think that would be a very good thing for the franchise. So overall, I'm very, very happy with this information. I really wonder how this is going to do. I personally, again, I really hope these servers are populated. In an ideal scenario, I'd like to see them doing better than those of Infinite Warfare, to be quite honest. Because honestly, I prefer Call of Duty 4 to most of the current Call of Duty games. So we'll get to see whether or not I can put my money where my mouth is, so to speak. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike. There's going to be more Call of Duty information coming out throughout the week, and hopefully I'll be uploading on that as well. So thanks, guys. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike. Peace, everybody.